I'm disabled. I have a heart condition, so I can't work. And so I live off of my disability. And that's what needs to be stretched. Some people might not eat 1 or 2 days that month. You know, it's hard for this to say, but I get 18 items of food. I get meat and canned goods used to stretch your food, you know, noodles and stuff.
The level of hunger in East Texas is the second highest food insecurity rate here in Texas. And that means that 1 out of every 4 children are food insecure, 1 out of every 5 people in our service area, our 26 county service area, may not know where their next meal is coming from. The East Texas Food Bank exists to fight hunger and feed hope here in East Texas.
So this is my sister's house, actually. 8 months ago, I got diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma cancer, and so obviously my life got turned around within 24 hours completely. I couldn't work. I had 3 jobs. I had a house, little country house with my dog. So my sister took me in while going to treatment. But having easy access to, those are all from the food pantry. So just having that is just such a blessing, though, because it's the ease for your mind knowing that there's somebody out there, some resources that can give you that lift when you need it.
When a client first walks into a pantry, I think they walk into a feeling of welcome and a bunch of people that sympathize with a situation that they might be in, and find a bunch of smiling faces that are willing to help. We all know it's probably a hard thing to do to choose to go get food assistance, and we preach, and our pantries are fantastic at it. Our child hunger programs are really targeted at the kids that rely on the National School Lunch Program and experience meal gaps. It's going to be supper times, it's going to be weekends, and it's going to be summertime, which is the biggest one. So the summer feeding program really attacks that meal gap. So the backpack program really serves kids on the weekends. So you can imagine going to school on Monday morning not having eaten for 2 days. I know I wouldn't be ready for a test.
You'll see anywhere from a very discreet distribution where teachers will sneak or slip in a sack of food in a child's backpack, or you'll actually even see a group of students who have a committee, a volunteer committee, that help serve each other. What we don't see is when that backpack leaves the school and how the children enjoy the food over the weekend that they may not have been able to enjoy had we not been able to serve them.
After-school programs really not only provide kids supper, but it provides them a really good time to get some tutoring, peer-to-peer interaction, and really good mentors as well.
Hunger is not only a crisis that's around poverty, but it's a public health crisis. And our populations, through studies that we've seen, are much more affected by high blood pressure, diabetes, childhood diabetes, and that's what our nutrition education programs are for. Cooking Matters specifically is a 8-week program that helps our children, our families learn how to cook healthy foods, really on a budget that's realistic.
Another really fantastic nutrition ed program on the horizon is our Partners in Health program, where we partner with local clinics, specifically pediatrics, that identify kids that are at risk of hunger. So whenever they go in for their doctor's appointment, they answer 2 simple questions and are recognized for food assistance.
Well, Produce Drop in its pure design is to be a farmer's market for our clients. We try to provide them not only the freshest produce that we can get, but also produce that is of a wide variety. You know, when you go into a grocery store, it's very difficult for our clients to be able to afford a lot of those fresh products.
I think people get caught up in their everyday lives. I'm used to going to work at 9 o'clock and getting home at 5 o'clock. It's hard to see what your neighbor 2 miles down the road might be struggling with. But the need is absolutely there. That data is real. I have seen the people with my own eyes. There are thousands and thousands of people in East Texas that need help.
We have seniors that are on very limited incomes, and it just breaks your heart to think that they might not have enough food to put on their table.
There's no reason that any family should be hungry in East Texas. There are enough places to help. And when you need it, and we may all be there someday. I mean, you never know when you may need help.
Being a 360 donor means supporting the whole effort, not only of writing a check, but getting involved with the food bank and cleaning your shelves, bringing us fresh foods that you do not need any longer, growing fresh foods, and then even more so coming and becoming a community. Come here and get your hands on the mission next to your neighbors and pack those boxes and sort the foods that we bring in.
I've been sort of feeling led in the Lord to serve more in the community and just give my time, and I really felt like the East Texas Food Bank was something that solved an issue that we all have as humans, the critical need for food, and so I really just wanted to be a part of that.
I believe that small things make big differences, and so for me it moves me, because you don't know the impact that something that you do or something you're able to give has and the ripple effect.
It's very important to me to get my family involved. So I have 3 children, and when my kids are home from college, we make a point of coming as a family and working together, and there's people from all walks of life. It's just a really fabulous experience.
This food bank is nothing like it was when it was founded. And 30 years from now, it will be nothing like it is today. The food industries are changing, distribution models are changing. We're trying to be at the forefront of those changes.
The strength of the East Texas Food Bank lies in our partner agencies. They're all across Northeast Texas. These are the folks, 200 agencies, ranging from large nonprofits to small churches to across the board there, and they're really the ones that are doing the work and sending the food out to feed the people.
It is a true blessing for me. About 6 years ago, I got involved with the food bank, and it's just, I'm working harder than when I worked and brought home a paycheck, but I'm so blessed, and everyone I see, they hear about the food pantry and what a blessing it is to them.
My relationship with the East Texas Food Bank is so positive. We kind of think of just City of Tyler because that's where we're located, but they're so vast, and they do a great job of just communicating the needs of East Texas and educating the public, and then also serving those in need and pointing them in the right direction to where to get food, to come to these agencies and the different things where they can be served.
I think one of the most impactful emotions that you see from some of our customers or clients are the relief on their face when they see that they're going to actually be able to feed their family.
I think I can tell we make a difference by the stories that our pantry partners tell us and that we have personally experienced. We have a staff-run produce distribution, and I've personally met clients that have thanked me tearfully for helping them carry their cabbages to the trunk. And it's something else to be a part of that.
You all donors that give, you're giving much more than just food. Just that little helping hand. Somebody cares enough to take their time, to donate, to give. It's just a big thank you with a grateful heart, because you don't realize how many lives you're touching. You don't even know people that you're touching and affecting and changing their course of life. That little act, and people don't realize that it makes such a big difference.